A comprehensive guide to the low-tech solo op session system by the No Pants Solo Op Session Warrior. This system is a piece of paper. The paper size is half of the A3 standard letter size. It's a convenient size which you can carry around during an op session. Matter of fact, the size is so compact that you can take your pants off while you're holding it in your hand. That's the most important consideration for all model railroaders. When the whole session is finished, you can simply erase them with an old mighty rubber eraser and use it again and again. You can quit the session anytime and any part of the session you want. Just make a little notation and you can restart anytime you wish. This system comes handy when you have an upset stomach. The No Pants Solo Op Session Warrior's ideal op session length is 20 minutes to 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes the most. Probably he can make 1 hour solo op session when he has help from his beverage of choice. It's designed to enjoy his little train for a short time before he gets drunk and starts dancing with no pants on. His layout is an obscure branch line that has very sparse traffic. A solo op session means you have to do everything yourself and deal with every major function of the railroad system. These conditions demand him to create a method. A system that has extremely simplified railroad functions and uses low-tech tools. You can set up the entire solo op session cycle in 7 minutes. Watching this video would take longer than preparing the low-tech solo op session system. It's require a paper, a pencil, an eraser, and your smartphone for getting random numbers. The system contains 5 lists. The work orders list is for setting up which industries or those industries' shippers that are requesting work to his railroad. Also, the list sets up which industries are requesting pickup orders. The off-spot cars list is for cars that you couldn't drop off in the previous session because of already occupied car spots situation, and the list sets up forwarding moves of these off-spot cars. The transfer manifest list is for setting up a transfer train to bring into or remove cars from the yard that are required for the work orders. The yard inventory list has information about which cars and where in the yard. The switch list is for building a train and delivering work orders to industries. All information from all lists is interconnected with each other and forms a cycle of the low-tech solo op sessions. If you have any questions or concerns, please leave a comment below. Of course, he probably can't answer any of your questions. If you think he can, you are expecting him too much. His layout is in N scale, which is 1/160th in size. So is his brain size. He is a no-pants solo op session warrior, for God's sake. The work orders list. The far left column is the industry on his layout. The next right is requested orders. Using random numbers from a website on your smartphone, you check the boxes. Using a dice also works, but slower to set up the list. Getting numbers 2, 4 from the random number generator are a work order received. Getting 1, 3, 5 are not work order received. There's a 40% chance of receiving work orders from each industry. It tuned for his branch line scheme layout. The next right column is capacity information for each industry. The next right column is predetermined loaded or empty, information that each industry requires. The next right column is for pickup orders. Getting numbers 1, 2, 4, 5 from the random number generator are pickup orders received. Getting 3 is not, and an already spotted car would remain there. The next right column is the car initial and the number. The last right column is for information about predetermined loaded or empty cars from each industry. The off-spot cars list. Getting numbers 1, 2, 4, 5 from a random number generator website replace the already occupied car spots. You have to pick up already spotted cars, even if you haven't received a pickup order from the particular industry. 80% chance that you will get forwarding requirements to replace the spotted cars. It's designed to avoid getting so many off-spot cars. The far left column is where the car is left unattended. The next right column is for the replacement order. Check the boxes if you get number 1, 2, 4, 5 from the random number generator website. If you get number 3, the cars must remain where they are. The next right column is car initial and number. The next right column is the type of car. The next right column is loaded or empty status. The far right column is the car's destination. The transfer manifest list. The inbound is the train symbol WCCBT is for setting up an inbound transfer train that contains cars that require for the work orders which are not on the layout. Usually, a solo op session would begin the WCCBT bringing cars on the yard. The outbound is the train symbol CBW. CT is for setting up an outbound transfer train which brings out unnecessary cars from the yard for decongestion purposes. The left column is the car initials and number. The next right column is car type information. The next right column is for loaded or empty information about cars. It is designed to keep the yard as empty as possible for his local branch line scheme. The second and third empty cars from the east on the yard track 1, the second empty car from the east on the yard track 2 would remain in the yard. All other cars will be on the outbound transfer train. Normally, he keeps only 3 cars in the yard. This outbound transfer manifest is usually filled out the end of the entire op session cycle. The yard inventory list. His layout has only 2 yard tracks, yard track 1 and yard track 2, from top to bottom, east to west. The left column is for the car initial and number. The next right column is for the car type. The last column is for loaded or empty information. If you have cars that are not on these tracks, you make a notation in the memo section. And lastly, the switch list. This is the list that is actually used for the train movements. It contains the train name, the date, which is permanently 1982 on his layout, and the conductor's name, in his case, Mr. No Pants. The far left column is for the car initial and number. The next right column is for the car type. The next right column is for loaded or empty information. The right column is the car's assigned destination. This system is highly customized for a no-pants solo op session warrior and absolutely useless for other people. So, why is he uploading this video? It's because he has a tremendous YouTube ego. Tremendous, I tell you. Let's go, the no-pants solo op session warrior with a big YouTube ego.